Welcome to Maison de VIE, where inspiration comes to life. I'm Christina Leavenworth, and today we'll explore what it takes to build paradise. We are pleased to present Maison de VIE, a life-inspired idea home. This showstopper, complete with unique state-of-the-art architecture, interiors, and gardenscapes, is a creative collaboration by local architects and designers. For information, please call Coastal Elements at 850-518-1010. Life revolves around water, and it is no surprise that life at Maison de VIE follows suit. This beautifully tiled pool was a big job, but the expertise of Cox Pools and Clay Gardens and Gifts kept the project on schedule.
Well, the pool downstairs, first of all, we built the pool for the Idea House, and it received such good recognition that we certainly wanted to be a part of it. So we helped them design it, and they had the idea of putting tile in the bottom of it, which is something they do in Europe a lot, and it'll be a trend because of this house coming forward that a lot of people will want to mirror the image of what we did downstairs. My favorite part of the pool is just getting wet when you're hot, and of course the sun island. The sun island, you can put a teak chair and you can put your favorite drink while your feet are in the water and you're having conversation the whole time without getting too hot. And we try to be the best at what we do, and if I can't or I don't want it at my house, I certainly wouldn't deliver it to you.
Our contribution to the Idea House was the container gardening around the pool and sitting area, and we used a lot of tropical plants such as mandevilla, elephant ear, tried to add some color in with purslane, caladiums, and just use a variety of different textured pots and different colors that would accent the pool and the tile. Yeah, we were very happy. It added a lot to it and sort of gave some structure to the landings and the steps and the entrances that were going in, so we were very happy with it.
With construction wrapping up on the pool, it's time to head into the kitchen. Q-Tile, Emerald Coast Fabricators, and Ed Rowland created backsplashes, countertops, and cabinets that defined the space and created a simple elegance.
Well, we really wanted it to be monochromatic, and we wanted clean, sweeping lines, just to represent the beach and the Gulf as well. So we added a touch of color, which was the ammonite, a kind of real light blue-green. And that was really the only bit of color that we gave direction to besides the grays and the whites. And on top of that, we really wanted it to have an elegant feel, yet casual at the same time. Well, glass is stunning, and I think is great along the coast, is clean. And all of the lines within the tile that we picked, there really are very few straight lines. So that was a big factor. I wanted to keep it to glass and stone as much as possible, and again, the whites and the grays. Seachus is a great vendor of mine, and they are an amazing company. We work really well with them, and they actually donated quite a bit of tile to this, but they went with my direction, which was really wonderful.
We did all the countertop work in the home, the kitchen, the outdoor kitchen, and all the bathrooms. The marbles, definitely the contemporary feel of the home, the seaside feel of the home. The white goes with everything. The marble that was put in here has come from an African quarry. It's a rather new marble, a new color that is available. It's probably one of the more expensive marbles out there, but it gives you the look of a really clean white marble with just a little bit of gray to it.
Tell me about the kitchen.
Well, initially it was, it's a really large space downstairs, and it's about 12-foot ceilings. So the biggest challenge was to, fit the kitchen in there properly with scale and everything. It was, a rather large space, and we basically want to box out the kitchen and try to bring the scale down a little bit, and to also compensate for the beams crashing into the wall. And so it was a little tricky to do that. The cabinets didn't want to basically be super tall and everything. And working with Susie and Jim and Scott, we were able to do that pretty well, I think.
Walking out of this house, what do you think is the most impressive part of it?
I love the flooring. The flooring is totally amazing. All the process that they went through to get this bluish gray color, I think it looks amazing. But I think just the general scope of the whole entire house has been wonderful. Just all the designers' ideas and everything. It's been a really nice project to work on, for sure.
The kitchen leads into the relaxing realm of the great room. This open retreat was given a laid-back feel by Pizzett's Interiors and Drape 98. The large furniture and long flowing drapes create a unique space to just kick back, relax, and read a book.
Well, it's a large home, so I knew there was going to be a lot of people using the home, probably lots of kids in the house. It holds a lot of people, so I wanted to make it family friendly. I picked fabrics that were, actually used an outdoor fabric for the living room furniture. So it was kind of an alfresco fabric where it's very durable, washable, great for the beach. And I used kind of a neutral color. I love using a neutral palette, as you can see Pizzett's is. Something that will go with anything. So we started out with just kind of a soft gray outdoor fabric on the sofas and chairs in the living room. Picked up a little bit of color in the dining room with a soft color, durable concrete top table in the dining room, also very durable. And then we did the bar stools for the kitchen. It's a beautiful home. I like to let the architecture stand out on its own and not compete with it, but also pick furniture that's gonna, just clean lines. We did the big white coffee table in front of the fireplace, did a white foyer table in the hallway, and let the artwork be accents. The pillows were our accents, but everything was pretty neutral, so it could just flow throughout the home.
All right, and making this house, kind of tell me about the concept of how you made the drapes match the overall idea.
Well, first of all, Susie asked us to oversee and coordinate all the window treatments here in the home, and came with Susie here. We walked through the entire house. She gave me her ideas about what she thought would be appropriate. I obviously gave input to that, and the idea was to have beautiful, elegant draperies and window treatments just to conform with the rest of the house, actually.
So tell me a little bit about the drapes.
The draperies are made with linen, 100% linen. They have a dim-out lining to them, which allows light to come through, but is privacy so that you could not be able to see through them. They are made in our workroom in Marietta, Georgia. The company is owned by myself and my partner, Amy Hunley, and she lives in Atlanta. So we made the draperies there. We selected all the rods for the house and just coordinated everything, really.
The last stop on the first floor is the master bedroom. The 30A Design Group and Alpha Closets spared no expense, bringing this room to life.
When we worked with the Idea House, it was just such a great project. Well, our contribution was to provide a unique closet system for both the master closet downstairs and the master closet upstairs, and to make them a little different. And at the same time, we put in lots of accessories, because accessories make the closet special to the client.
The second floor of Maison de VIE is a place just to lay your head, whether it's on the mirrored bed of the second master or in the carriage house. Before you turn down the lights, take a nap, admire the wonderful lighting fixtures that Ferguson and Lighting Etc. supplied.
We did the carriage house, some of the outdoor lighting. We did the kitchen with under cabinet and under cabinet LEDs, which turned out amazing. We did selective decorative fixtures throughout, staircase lighting, flush mounts, and basically a little bit throughout the house.
We were contacted by Coastal Elements Construction and Q Tile to supply a couple fixtures for the Idea House. We supplied Kitzler light sconces for one of the bathrooms, as well as a Blanco undermount stainless steel sink for the kitchenette area and undermount sinks for the bathroom areas as well. All beautiful fixtures, very nice looking. The house was amazing.
elegant design rests at the entry to the second floor. This gives way to beautiful bedrooms, built-in bunk beds, and room for meditation.
Our area in the Idea House was the gallery at the top of the stairs on the second level, was a transition area from the sleeping area, transitioning out onto the back walkway that overlooks the pool and into the guest house. The walls were a beautiful white beadboard, so we wanted to contribute some color. So we had a beautiful fine painting of koi fish that kind of worked with the outside pool area, and a console table and some soft seating. But mostly we wanted to add color because the walls were white, and just wanted a beautiful area as people came up the stairs that looked lovely.
Overall, I contributed to the second floor master bedroom, and then I also contributed to the outdoor space. I did the entire design for the outdoor space. Well, truly my inspiration behind the master was the Gatsby theme and just kind of going a little bit over the top. There was a beautiful mirrored bed in the bedroom. It was very Gatsby-esque, and beautiful chandeliers and kind of just over the top with the custom bedding. And I did some custom intaglios, so that was my inspiration.
I designed on the second floor a little retreat for children. It's a bunk area, but it's where they could come and relax and watch movies and just really hang out while everybody was just getting some downtime after the beach. It was really fun working on this house. I love being part of a great team, and I knew that when Susie asked me and Jim asked me to be involved, I wanted to be part of the wonderful team that was happening here.
We were asked through VIE Magazine to participate, and they gave us the carriage house. So we actually did a very classy coastal shabby chic design. We chose the different elements of the show house through what the 30A people like. They like a very casual formal, and a very comfortable shabby chic look. So our design came pretty much from trying to cater to the rest of the house, and most of the people in the house were going with that nice casual shabby chic look.
Last but certainly not least, we head to the third floor. Welcome to the Teen Retreat, equipped with a music room, lounge, kitchenette, and additional bunks.
My role was basically maintaining the third floor, the integrity of how the design flowed from one room to the next, and then making sure that all the holes of anything that was missing was filled in. And I ran a lot of errands, and then I also coordinated the bedding and things like that for the bunk room.
Our space was kind of like the kids' own personal living area. It's a sofa and 2 chairs. Everything was slip covered and really relaxed and comfortable and inviting, and big throw pillows and a large coffee table where you can have your drink and your pizza and prop your feet up. And everybody can be comfortable and watch movies and relax and be kids. Everything on the third floor seemed to go great, considering I had the lounge area, then someone else had the bathroom and the bunk room and the music room, and everybody kind of stayed within Susie's grand plan of this scheme of the direction the house was going.
Oh gosh, the house is incredible. There's so many interesting ideas all coming together. I have to say we're really very impressed with the pool area. for such a small footprint to be able to have such an interesting design element in the pool area, but also the way they utilized all the space. You know, it's a really incredible house.
With 5,700 square feet, 7 bedrooms, and 6.5 bathrooms, Maison de VIE is certainly a home filled with life. VIE Magazine, Q Tile, and coastal elements reflect on the project.
Well, I loved it because I knew that I would never get shots like that, or I wouldn't be able to do that. The other thing is, I mean, what you guys did far exceeded what I imagine any other magazine does, really. And everybody was so friendly and just accommodating. And the ideas coming from you and all the salespeople, as well as the creative team, were really quite amazing.
VIE Magazine has been promoting the Maison de VIE home for the last 9 months, with the culmination being in the September-October issue, where we are really blowing doors off the marketing of this, where we're dedicating over 30 pages to the party, the fashion shoot that we had the next day, and all the interior designers and vendors and whatnot, so that they can totally have their coming out party.
You know, the overall feel of the house really played out how we wanted it to, very open and airy and things like that. And there's individual elements throughout the house that I love, but probably my favorite area is the area that people spend 90% of the time in. So the kitchen, great room, eat-in area overlooking the pool, and that's just, and we've had an opportunity to go back and visit with the homeowners since they've been living there, and you know, that's where they're spending their time, that's where the kids are running around, and they absolutely love it, and it's good to see people using sort of what our vision was, and that really turned out how we wanted it to turn out. So that's probably my favorite, just that main living area.
Yeah, I like the third floor of the teen retreat. I think that really turned out very unique for the kids kind of escaping from the parents and the parents escaping from the kids for a little while. So that's probably one of my favorite levels up there.
You know, the partnership with VIE was a great opportunity from our end, having only been down here for a while and doing our first project. So to pair up with VIE was, you know, on the one hand, not only a great opportunity for some exposure for our company, and but more than that, I think it really brought an exciting element to the project, and everybody that was involved in it. It really brought all local people. So we had all, the designers, there's a lot of artisans that contributed locally, and they were all really excited that VIE was involved and that this was going to be sort of the show house for VIE. And the support we received from VIE was fantastic throughout the process. Just the different coverage we were getting, and having photographers on site during and videographers during the process, and sort of tracking it was something that we've never really had an opportunity to do to that level during a project, take some pictures and things like this. But this was a really neat situation, and it's something that I'm excited to see, how it comes out in the magazine and the videos, and certainly something that will be a documentary of what we did for that year. So it's really been a neat situation to work with VIE. So it really created a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, and there was just a lot of excitement around this that you don't see from a lot of the people who are typically working on a project with you. It's more of a job for them. In this case, it really took on a different life, and there was an excitement about what it was going to be, and how this was going to turn out and everything else. So.
Thanks for watching Maison de VIE. Tune in again soon to see what paradise will inspire next.